What's up, guys? So you are a morning BJJ trainer. All right, so you want to learn how to best fuel your body for that session and get the most out of your workout. Let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about first when you wake up in the morning. What's going on in your body? First things first, you are really dehydrated. You probably haven't had a drink of water since you went to bed the night before. And also your glycogen stores in your muscles, they are very low. And so what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to replenish both of these to help you get the most out of your workout and to help just yourself in health in general. So let's talk first about the breakdown of what you need as far as percentage wise of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Pretty much I see the general rule for people to best fuel themselves is, and myself as well, when I never trained BJJ in the morning, other things I have in the past, but I used to go with about 65% of my calories came from carbohydrates, 65 to 70%, and it came from carbs. The remaining 30 to 35% with some mix of fats and proteins, and 15% to 15% each of those. However it breaks down, it doesn't have to be exact or anything like that. So don't keep but I think the only thing that really should be pretty close though is the carbohydrates is the important thing. All right, guys, there's something you don't. Here's the thing. I know with all these stupid ass keto diets, I can't stand them personally. I think they're idiotic overall and not good for jiu-jitsu. But fueling yourself, if you just having, for instance, like throwing a few chicken breasts on your plate and eating that for breakfast. That's not your optimal fuel to get you through BJJ. All right, that's not. That's first off, it's nasty in the morning. I used to do that when I was bodybuilding. Sucked. But that, I tell you, when you have too much protein, too much fat, it just sits in your stomach, man. It's just like concrete, just sitting in there, and it sucks. That is not the optimal thing to have in your stomach. You're not going to feel good, especially, man. You're going to be awful. So, all right. Avoid that. And this breakdown of the 65 to 70% carbs with mixed with the other protein and fats, this is also going to prevent any type of, you hear those glycogen spikes and those type things. With that type of mix, you're going to avoid that. All right. So it's going to be a nice, just even flow of calories and energy, which is energy that comes into your body with that. All right. So let's talk about hydration a bit. Oh, well, actually, before we get there, let's talk about how much you need to eat and when you need to eat. First off, how much total calories? Guys, this is going to take some experiment, all right? Some people, man, can eat a ton, right? And I actually can eat quite a bit, as long as it comes from a good source, before I train and be okay. Some people, man, they can't do that much, all right? But the important thing is to keep those percentages that we talked about before, okay? So you're going to have to experiment with how much, all right? For instance, what I used to have before training, I used to have in the morning like a cup of oatmeal, and some fruit in there like blueberries or whatever, and banana, and then also for protein and a little more protein, because there's protein in oatmeal already, guys. Okay, and I know people forget that, thinking, oh my god, it's all carbs. There's protein in there as well as in there fruit and everything. But I used to throw some. I used to have like nuts, throw that in there like walnuts, and mix that in with my oatmeal as well, or just take or just eat them in some form like almonds or something like that. Because there's fat and protein in that, so that. That's what I used to have. That used to work well for me, my size and my stomach. That used to work, okay? So you're gonna have to experiment how much. Hey, you may be someone that can only have like, I don't know, 60 grams of carbs and that's it, and that'd be enough for you, and you'll feel okay doing that. Or you may be someone that freaking literally may need like 200 grams of carbs or something, and I've seen crazy stuff like this, man. So there is a possibility. It depends on you as the individual. The other big thing though is the timing of the meal. Another thing unfortunately, things are always an experiment. No one's the same, and what works for you may not work for others, okay? And vice versa, what works for me, I mean, I can't say, make sure you have it exactly a half hour, finish your meal before that. Man, some people literally can finish whatever they had 15 minutes before training and just be absolutely fine. And I've seen it. It's crazy, but I can't. I need a little longer than that. I need at least a half hour, 45 minutes to an hour is usually optimal for me for the morning training, guys. Some people need over an hour and a half. Hey, it's just the way they're wired, right? So so that's, you guys please take that into consideration, guys. All right, that you're gonna have to find out everything you experiment. you know, just again, stick to the percentages I said, and then just work within there. You know, see how much you need, and then you're the best timing for you. And you'll see it. You'll feel it on the mat if you feel good or not, right? And if it's working for you, or if you're running, all of a sudden, you know, you're falling flat at the end of the workout and everything. You're not obviously not getting enough. You know, if you have plenty of energy, but it sits in your stomach too hard. You know, probably eating too much. Everything experiment. You're different than me. All right, guys, go back to hydration real quick. Hydration is key, guys, to really, you know, feel good in training. A lot of people may, you know, talk about, they're like, man, I just don't have the energy in the morning, I can't train and everything. Just I don't have, you know, enough. I need more meals than that and everything. Believe it or not, a lot of this actually may be because you're not getting enough water before you're training, and you feel like garbage, and you don't perform. You don't think as quickly if you're dehydrated as well. All right, and it may not be as a thing because you haven't. You may not have enough fuel. It may not be a fuel source as calories. It may be because you're not hydrated properly. So, guys, start drinking water as soon as you get out of bed. You know, whatever you do, your routine. Yeah, brush your teeth. Start drinking water right then. You know, when I used to train in the morning, first thing I did, I used to, you know, just start like a big cup of water in the morning, and then as I'm having my meal, drinking water through that. Even on my way to my gym when I used to train, I used to enter my cup and or with my water bottle it is, and drink from there. And you know, by the time I got there, I was pretty well hydrated. It was kind of weird, but you know, you wake up in the morning and you feel all ripped and everything. It's just, you know, that's because of dehydration, man. Because yeah, it's just all of the water's out of your skin and so forth. So that's why you look all ripped. And hell, by the time I got to the gym, I was already getting, you know, a little more rounded muscles and so forth. But hey, so be it. I was ready to go, and ready to start training and ready to perform. But so, you know, so you're not training for bodybuilding here, guys. So who cares about how ripped you are? You're training for jiu-jitsu anyway. So that's the main thing. All right. So guys, hydration, you know, the whole time, and then also too, make sure you get your water big time. You say between rolls. Go to the water fountain, stick your face in there. Water, 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 water. Guys, the whole time you're sleeping at night, you're not drinking water, obviously. You're thinking, oh, I'm not training. How can I get dehydrated? I'm not working out. I'm not sweating profusely. I mean, guys, water still comes out of your pores. You're still, you know, it's slight evaporation through your skin pores the whole night. It adds up over time. Every time you exhale, every time you breathe, every time you snore, okay, water is coming out. If you put your mouth up to a mirror, a window, you're gonna see it all fog up. Yeah, man. Part of that is due to water coming out. All right. So, guys, you know, you can even feel it. You can just do that and run your finger through it, rub it together. You can feel the water in there. So that whole time, the whole night, water's coming out. All right, guys. Hey, listen. There's kind of a lot to it. I'm just kind of, you know, quickly talking about this. If you have more specific questions or anything like that, you know, leave those questions in the comment section, and you know, I'm happy to answer them. If this one, you know, if I didn't get into it enough, I can always do another follow-up video. So you know, I always, you know, please, I get a lot of good ideas from you guys, and so I would appreciate it if you leave some questions, and you know, because a lot of times the answers can turtles making noise again. A lot of times the questions can come, answers can come back in the form of a video. So guys, thanks for watching. Hey, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. We'll talk to you soon. Ooosss.